This waterfall there is very popular. The name, once again, is really complicated. Seljalandsfoss something. I would have to look it up and probably just display the name. The interesting thing about this one is that there's a little cave thingy behind it where you can move into, so you can look from behind the waterfall. So I will try my luck there, see how the sunset goes, but right now it looks interesting. But first I wanted to talk about hitchhiking. Today I was driving to this location and I encountered a hitchhiker at the side of the road, and I was totally willing to pick the hitchhiker up, but there were just so many things going wrong that it was not possible for me to pick her up, right? So maybe it's useful to make a little tutorial on how to hitchhike from the driver's perspective, because as a hitchhiker, I think you need to make it as convenient as possible for the driver to pick you up. Otherwise, it's just too much hassle for the driver, or maybe too dangerous for the driver to stop and pick you up. I would say there are like 3 key ingredients that you should follow. And that's first, obviously, using the hand signal, the very classic stretching your arm and doing the thumbs up as a car passes by. Actually well before the car passes by, so that the driver has enough time to recognize the hitchhiking and prepare his stopping, because he cannot just suddenly stop. If the hitchhiker just raises his arm like as the car passes, then it's too late to react to that. If there's no hand signal and that person just stands beside that road, it doesn't necessarily mean that you hitchhike. I've seen people walking on the road and then doing like this. Like, I don't know where this comes from. It's weird. So I would say don't walk on the road, stand beside the road, use your thumbs up with a stretched arm, and that's about it, right? Don't go fancy, just do the simple thing and you should be good. And the second thing, very important, is your positioning. Obviously you need to be on the right side of the road, but I think everyone gets that one right. But it's very important that you position yourself as a hitchhiker somewhere where the car can easily pull over and pick you up. If you make it difficult for the driver to find a location behind you or right next to you where it can pull over, then it's very unlikely that the car will stop and hold up the traffic so that you can get in. Also, as the car passes by, you should always continue looking at the car, what it does, because if you do the signal and the car passes by, it might happen that it pulls over behind you if there is plenty space to pull over. And the third thing I would say is show good manners or have a positive appearance. So you shouldn't look mad or angry or anything, or spit on the floor. So just, you know, be friendly, say hi, have a smile. I think that just helps just fine. Because if I would see someone who looks like angry, as if he would kill me, or she would kill me anytime, then it's very unlikely that I would pick up that hitchhiker. Photographing this waterfall is really difficult, really difficult. It's all muddy. I was totally unprepared. I should have taken my big boots and not the small ones. And it's so wet, and when some wind comes, it just blows everywhere. You need full rain gear. You need to wipe clean the lens all the time after each shot, because it just gets covered in water droplets, and then your image will be shitty looking. So yeah, it's really difficult to shoot this one. You always have to worry that the equipment doesn't fail. I don't have trust in this camera that it withstands a lot of water. I don't. Only the model after this one has a full rain protection with rubber everywhere, but this one, the battery door, for example, it's not well protected. It just has like little foam on it, but it doesn't have any rubber. So if water comes on it, I am always scared that this thing breaks. This morning has been much better than yesterday evening. No people, and the clouds are much nicer. Really epic in that direction. I do have plans for the next vlog, which might be pretty epic and might take several days. I can't really do daily vlogs, it's just too much work. I don't know how people do that. I don't even have the resources to do that. I have to edit everything in my car, and the power is quite limited. Once I use the laptop for a bit, then the battery is empty, and my car doesn't give that much power, so I need to drive again to charge it.